Hey guys, Dr. Jeremy here from the Active Life with a brute tip for today. What we see a lot in our CrossFit training, right, is a lot of hip extension drills, right? We do a lot of hip extension throughout all of our training, but hip flexion gets left out from time to time, the kind of the ugly stepchild that doesn't get addressed. So we're gonna come at you today with a couple of drills that you can start to work into your warm-ups, cool downs, even supersetting with some lifts, just to sneak some hip flexion into your program. So the first exercise we like to start with is the most basic, which is what we call a lemon squeeze. So what we're gonna do, Rob's gonna demonstrate, he's gonna start on the ground. Very important that you start and maintain a hollow body position the whole time, right? From here, he's gonna bend his knees and flex up and come all the way up and back down, right? And he's maintaining that nice neutral spine, that hollow body position as he goes. What we tend to see in class is loss of that, that nice neutral spine and that hollow body position, and that's not really what we're looking for here. So when you find yourself doing that, it's okay, just stop, right? Take a little rest and then return to good form. Once you can do 3 sets of 20 with minimal rest in between, like about a minute rest in between, what we like to see you guys do is work up to V-ups. This is gonna require a little bit more strength and also a little bit more mobility. So what we're asking for here is, again, that neutral spine. This time we're gonna keep the knees nice and straight. Rob's gonna come up and touch those toes. Again, that midline is nice and stable. His knees are nice and straight and come up, right? What we don't wanna see, again, is that loss of midline where you're dead fish up, back to dead fish position. Another way we can start to work this in is a little bit of a unilateral hip flexion, is by moving on to a mountain climber. So let's have you hop into a push-up plank. And when most people think of mountain climbers, they think about going very fast. I like to see these done at a little bit slower tempo, right? Making sure that you're holding that top to get a little bit of an isometric hold. So you're gonna see Rob get into that nice hollow body position again, right? Shoulders are nice and locked out. He's gonna bring one knee up to his elbow, and then he's gonna jump and switch, hold, switch, jump and hold, and just keep working through like this. Really think about maintaining a nice brace in your core and driving that knee up towards your chest as you switch legs. Another way we like to attack this, we'll have you stand up. Again, this is gonna be working a little bit more isometric hip flexion and working on some stamina here. So what we like to do is a single leg standing hold. So Rob's gonna stand here, he's gonna lift his leg all the way up to 90 degrees, and he's gonna hold this for a 10 count, right? A lot of times we give this to people, they say this is the worst thing that we give them, right, Jeff Prejean, right? So this becomes very difficult and very taxing very quickly, right? Again, it's gonna challenge your mobility, right? Because now this is an active range of motion. You should feel a nice burn in the front of your hip. If balance is an issue, stand close to a wall or a post or a friend to start with, but the goal is to do it like this. Another torturous exercise brought to you by Brute's own Dr. Nick Sorrell, right, is a Stalder Lift, I think is what he calls it, right? So you're gonna get a plate, you can start low, you can put your hands on that plate, right? What you wanna do is keep those legs nice and straight, keep your chest as tall as possible, right? And you're gonna bring those heels up, tap the plate, and bring it back, all right? This is absolutely brutal, so thanks a lot, Dr. Nick, and start to work these into your program. Another way that we like to train unilateral hip flexion is, if Rob, you can stand up. It's a little bit more dynamic, and this will transfer over to running a little bit more. If you've done any sprinting drills, this will help. This will look familiar. And Rob's going to get a nice position on the wall here, right? Nice and tight through the midline, using the wall, leaning in, bringing that leg up to full hip flexion, and then he's going to hop to the other side. Good, other side, right? And start working in sets of 10 each side, and just constantly cycling through. Right, really working on keeping the chest tall and driving your knee up, not letting your chest come down, right? Very important distinction. We don't want to curve down, we want to bring that knee up. Once again, this is Dr. Jeremy and handsome Coach Rob from the Active Life with your brute tip.